What's going on, y'all? So listen. How to Get Away with Murder, Season 4, Episode 10. Everything we did was for nothing. Because you goddamn right, bitch. Everything you did was for fucking nothing. Because listen, the whole time we've been saying, don't listen to that bitch Laurel, because Laurel gonna get y'all fucked up. They actually tried to make us feel sorry for Laurel, which I kind of did, because what her father is doing to her is fucked up. And you have people like that who do fucked up shit to their family to mentally and psychologically fuck with them. Okay, they play these mind games, they throw their power around, and it is just trash. Because when you get through the episode and you realize that, you know, he didn't do nothing like this just to Laurel, but he also did it to the mom. And it's like, why do you get with people to control them like that and to just do shit to them like that? That's trash. Like, you do that to your own daughter. Okay, remember when I think he said he tried to lie or make it seem like she was crazy, or was trying to get money from him when she said that she was held for ransom or whatever, kidnapping. You know, he tried to put it out there that she did it herself. Yeah, he's a trash ass man. So Antares is gone public. We see after all this bullshit that happened, Antares then gone public. We still don't know what hard drives are. We see Laurel, she wakes up from a dream or whatever. She was just having all these memories from way back when her daddy basically said, if something get in the way, if it's a risk, I'ma handle it. You know, when she was talking about the Antares going public and you'll be billions of billionaires and all this shit, you and your brother will be wealthy beyond belief. And then next thing you know, we see West on the table, and it's his dead body. We're gonna use air quotes because now I'm on the conspiracy train with some of y'all asses, because this was a lot of y'all was like, bitch, I don't think West is dead. Now this is when West died. Okay? And after last week's episode with Dominic coming into the picture, and then hey, this Christoph, I'm in trouble. We all may be in trouble. Bitch, you know him as Christophe, okay? And I'm like, how the fuck do you know him as Christophe and not just West? And how the fuck you know him at all? All right, so I'm thinking like, throw some theories out there, y'all, because listen, it was so much on my brain last week afterwards that I even had to put a status up like, I really don't feel like, what if West was not the intended target? Like, if he was the target, remember when Dominic came in there and he stabbed him in the neck with that needle or whatever? I'm like, what if he was gonna fake because that's his friend or whatever, and he knew that dude wanted him out the picture? If he really was the target, he was gonna fake like he was dead. That was supposed to just knock him out for a minute and then wake his ass up. But then like the body got burnt up, but only partial parts of it got burnt up. Now when Laura was having a little flashback in her mind before she opened up her eyes, and they flashed back on goddamn West laying on that table, them eyes was blinking. Okay, and this before we get to the last part when she had that same dream and she West was on the table and the eyes opened up. Go back if you still got it and look very closely. Them eyes blink like it was trying to, when you be faking like you sleep or whatever and you trying not to move, but you do move a little bit, but you don't open your eyes. It fluttered. I said, bitch, you're not finna pull one over my eyes. I don't know. Bitch, let it get to the season finale and then all of a sudden West pop up and like, Christoph been here the whole goddamn time. I'm be like, bitch, I'm through. I'm through. Anyway, so all of them looking at the news conference of Jorge. Jorge is Laurel's dad. He's talking about, ringing the bell at NASDAQ or whatever the fuck, on the stock market of Antares going public. Oliver sitting there looking at the shit. He and his feelings. You know what? Let me just get this bitch out the way. He and his feelings like a motherfucker because he feels like everything that they did was it was worth nothing. Because the shit's still going public. Michaela over there with Asher, and she can't get a hold of Tegan. Tegan has yet to call her. Tegan has yet to text her. She was like, they must think Tegan did something because Tegan wasn't there at the OP opening, the opening or whatever. This is her thing that she helped put together. Why isn't she there? So something must be going on with her. And she texted her. Mind you, Asher is the only one who was thinking this whole fucking time. When they was snooping and scheming around, Asher said, don't fucking do it. And what they do, they did it. And what wound up happening? The worst shit ever. And now Asher may go down for some bullshit that he really didn't want to do. Okay? All because of Laurel's ass and also Michaela. Mind you, last week kind of took all this shit on Michaela. Okay, bitch, you should have told her no. I said, don't put this all on her shoulders, because even if Michaela would have told her no, Laura would have found a way to go around that and do the shit anyway and still get in trouble. You know what I'm saying? But he was telling her, don't text that girl. You trying to make yourself look guilty. You trying to put a trail up and everything. She texted her already. Okay, trying to congratulate her. Later on in the episode, we see Nate going down there talking to what's her name? Tegan. She's still alive and well, thank God, because we didn't see her for most of the episode until the end. And he was talking to her about because somebody said Nate had came over to talk to Asher. Asher was like, what the fuck is going on? They trying to figure out if he's going to go to jail or not. And it was like, you get this story about him supposedly killing himself, but yet somebody told the cops that they seen you and him get into a little argument. Y'all had a fight or whatever. And so he questioned Tegan about it. And she said, so you going to believe that? Listen, everybody around here, it's a lot of people around here who like drama. And they just want to keep this drama train going. So I wouldn't put too much up into that, okay? I don't believe it. I believe Simon probably did try to kill himself. I said, Tegan, why are you trying to cover up? I said, Tegan from the hood. Tegan, she may have a little Valley girl accent, but she's straight from the hood. Catch that, Grownish. That was I love that part on Grownish. That was on the first episode about the Hallie and Chloe. Anyway, but because she said, bitch, no snitching. No snitching. I'm not finna do that because I ain't finna get killed. Okay? And then carry that on. We get Michaela, girl. I get it. Because Tegan is like her mentor. Alright? She didn't replace Annalise. With Tegan. And remember when Annalise said you always try to latch on to these powerful women or whatever, looking for a mommy, look as a mentor, looking for a mother figure that you didn't have when you was growing up. And she did it with Annalise, and when Annalise cut her loose, she doing it with Tegan. And now she can't let go of what's going on with Tegan. She can't bear the fact that Tegan is not speaking to her. So she goes and take her dumb ass to the damn office and meet her in the parking lot. Tegan is like, you stupider than you look, okay? She was like, oh my God, I just want to understand why you haven't called me, why you haven't texted me, like, what's going on? Why are you still protecting me? Why are you doing? She said, bitch, do you not realize the danger that you are putting us in? I said, Michaela, you work for Annalise, or you used to. You should know these things, okay? Everybody's watching everybody, and look at what her daddy did to his own daughter. You don't think that he probably watching? He was watching his daughter. All right, this fucking Antares, that's his business. So he's watching everybody who got a hold of it. Now your ass is gonna come through and put a bigger target on Tegan back. That's what the fuck I'm mad at, okay? Because Tegan is a badass bitch, and I want to see her last on this goddamn show, okay? If she get fucked up, I'm gonna be mad as shit if she get killed. All because of Michaela ass. Because she said, bitch, don't you ever call me. Don't text me. Don't do nothing. Don't ambush me. Don't fuck with me no more. Because you just don't understand how scared you should be. Okay, of these people. I said, come through, Tegan. You need to team up with Annalise, but then they still put a target on your back. That'd be some bomb ass shit, bitch. Okay, let me just tell you this. Let me give him a compliment. I don't know what it is about the character, not the character, but the actress that played Tegan. I don't know if it's because she just, every role that she plays, she's just such a fucking boss ass bitch with it. She just a strong woman ass with it. That's sexy as hell to me, okay? So I be like, come on, bitch, you power dyke up on this month. And she is one on here, so that's why I said that. But Michaela, let me give you your credit, okay? Because, bitch, along with the fall skin and the flawless eyebrows, them motherfucking edges throughout this whole episode was laid the fuck down. Not one look up. Okay, bitch? Anyway, moving on from that, we got them out the way. Asher is like the one that's trying to calm things down with people, which I never thought that I would say this about Asher. Like, he's always the goofy one. Even though he did try to make the little goofy joke with Laurel, but he was just trying to lighten the mood. He didn't mean no harm. Because when Asher first started off, he irked the hell out of me. But getting into this shit with Oliver, I'm just trying to get his little punk ass out the way. Oliver is so in his feelings. He's so depressed. He's so worried about Simon. This is an innocent man that we set up. This man is still alive, and we still gotta worry about him. Annalise said, "Don't worry about him, okay? Don't fucking worry about him." Either it was, I think Nate or something like that said, "What about your other cases?" Because Annalise went down there to talk to Nate and to see what the fuck was up. Nate said, "So you gonna keep on you up here trying to say this girl and her baby, trying to give her back to her father, to get the baby back to the mother, but what about your other cases, okay?" And so that just put in Annalise's mind, you know what, bitch? You fine as fuck and you right as hell. Let me get back on the track and get my mind off of this shit until I can fully do something about Laurel. But we got to make ourselves appear normal and not just, focus on one case. We got to do all. So she had Asher, Oliver, and Connor, go through some of the cases, some more inmates that kept coming in, okay, and to find somebody that could be the face of this lawsuit. You know what I'm saying? And so, look, I'm just using all my hands. I could be a public speaker if I didn't get nervous talking in front of people because they be all up like this. Bitch, I could be on Love and Hip Hop or a VH1 reality show because they be like, you know what I'm saying? All this was happening and I didn't understand what was going on. But anyway, so they trying to find a person. Oliver is sitting over there hacking into Simon's fucking medical charts and stuff. And when I looked at that shit at the hospital earlier today, it's very easy. I'm pretty sure of it. But hacked into the hospital intranet. Not the internet, but intranet, okay? And I said, get the fuck out of here, Oliver. Even, Asher and then they trying to tell him this is not going to make you do anything better. You're depressing yourself. You can't change the situation. You're making yourself more fucked up. Now just focus on these cases and stuff. And this motherfucker still over here focusing on the chart. He up here trying to go into the goddamn hospital room. They wouldn't let him in there because he's not family. Then gonna say that, oh, bitch, listen, well, we ain't family, but he my boyfriend. He closeted. That's why I'm not on the emergency list or whatever. And of course they let him in. He in there talking to him about stuff. Ash and Oliver had to come over there and get his ass. Asher literally had to sit down and say, you know what? I get it, you going through some stuff. You feel a type of way about this whole thing because, you never been here. But it's just like when I killed Sinclair. I ran over that bitch. Oliver was like, you talking about this shit in public? He was like, okay, Sinclair the fucking dog. When I ran over that bitch by accident, which one? But okay. I had to find a way to deal with it. I was depressed with it and all this stuff. You gotta either work out a lot or work some more, sex, food, whatever it is, to mask it and to get over it because it don't go away, but you can't let it consume your life like this. Because hell, if I would have let that consume my life, I would have ended up just like my daddy, okay? My daddy hanged himself, and I'm not trying to go out like that. I said, come through, Asher. That motherfucker ain't gonna listen, though, but come through, Asher. All right? And at least told Michaela to take her ass down there and babysit Laurel. Okay, because they didn't want Laurel leaving that fucking hospital. Laurel had found out this abuse act or whatever that they want to try and use so that she could get custody of her son because it's the same thing that they tried to use for her mother. Her lawyer tried to use for her mother. And when he had her in the hospital. Now, see, I didn't know it went this deep. The mama already has a little bit of mental illness, but it wasn't to the point where she couldn't function on her own until the daddy put her in the hospital and made them drug her up to the point that she couldn't do shit. And like she said to the counselor, it exacerbated, or whatever the fuck, the fucking symptoms. It made it worse and longed out. I said, the daddy is trash as fuck. They need to kill his ass, okay? He is like the perfect fucking villain right now. But Michaela and Annalise, they had this little conversation because Laura had brought this up to her about what was going on and what they can use. And, Annalise kind of lied and said she already tried to present that to a judge and they, struck it down. Laurel and not Laurel, but Annalise and Michaela had a little conversation. She was like, "Why you lying to her, bitch? I can always tell when you lying and shit like that, cause you always used to lie to us, and I can see right through that shit." It was like, bitch, This bitch is crazy, okay? And she ain't crazy. She crazy at the moment because she want her son. And I'm just trying to fucking protect her. That's what it is, okay? So she had to break it down to fucking Michaela so that this bitch can get on the same page, all right? So while she up in there with Michaela, with Laura, Michaela finds out the reason why she went into labor, because that's what Annalise wanted. We need to find out the reason why she truly went into labor, not because of drugs, because we know that's not what it was, or because she had the gun in the bag and all this stuff, and we don't know how crazy she may be, or what may happen. So Michaela was in there asking little questions on the slide, whatever, and she was like, "You think it was this that happened?" She was like, "No, it wasn't that. It was Frank." She knew. She said it was Frank. When they had that fight, it was Frank. Don't tell him, please, because it'll kill him. She was like, oh my God, okay. That shit didn't last. So, we got Bonnie going to Denver. Okay. Denver had came to Bonnie, was like, I thought you said you was done with Annalise. She said, I am. Then why the fuck you still protecting and helping out her kids? She was like, no, I'm not protecting and helping out them kids. I'm helping out your ass. Because had Asher went to jail and did all this other stuff, he probably would have broke and told all your secrets. What secret he got in mind? That you framed Annalise for West Death. Okay? And I made sure to shut that shit down. And then later, when Nate was talking to her, Nate was Bonnie went over there to Nate asking him, do you know anything else about the case or what's going on? She was like, you back on that Annalise crap. She was like, no, I just need to know what's going on, because I don't want to fuck with Asher like that, but, I still got to protect people and all that shit. It was like, y'all just need to get over y'all shit, okay? Y'all need to get over y'all shit. And she needs some help, and Annalise needs some help. And since Bonnie is in the DA office, she could help. Frank is like, bitch, you just need to fucking apologize and, get her to come on board. And so they do have a meetup. They have a meetup. I think Annalise went over there to her house and she was like, Annalise didn't get no shit. Annalise didn't sugarcoat that shit or nothing. Annalise didn't want to come over there to fucking apologize or nothing. She said, you know what? Frank told me to apologize, so I said, bitch, just say I apologize. I understand because, bitch, you really don't. And I get both of their sides. Like Bonnie said, you must have thought that I said, when I said I loved you, that I was in love with you or something. No, I'm not in love with you. We have a different type of relationship that's so much more complicated than a boyfriend, a girlfriend, a wife, or a husband. Okay? You brought me on. The way our relationship started is because you felt guilty at how the way you presented me and went after me when we was on trial. That's what happened. Okay? Maybe my life would have been different if I was a waitress. But you decided to come on and bring me into your world. Okay, you could have just said you're sorry. You could have, paid me off or something, and that would have been it. See, we kind of need each other. It was like, I need you, you need me. She said, bitch, I know you used to being alone, but and that's be your need why you need me, but sometimes it just be too fucking much. And I said, girl, yes. And Bonnie understood that shit. She was like, I know. I know. I said, look at this. Y'all ain't even had to have a therapist. Bonnie, you was in therapy for how long faking the funk and y'all figured the issue out right that quick? God damn. Okay. But we still trying to figure out what's going to happen. But is Bonnie going to help Annalise or not? But come to find out, Bonnie is going to help Annalise because regardless of what she says, she's still in Annalise shit. That's what it is. She can't help herself. She go to Denver and she like, talking to him and got this case file. He was like, this is all the evidence that was on, Simon Drake's computer about you being in connection with taking campaign funds from Antares and being all criminal activities or whatever, dealing with Antares and shit. And he self-incriminated himself and was like, is this all of it? And why would you do this for me? She was like, cause I like this job and I need this job and I want to stay here. That's why I did it. I deleted everything. I wiped the hard drive clean. Bitch, Bonnie was recording this shit. Okay. And at this point in time, one of the, the main thing is Annalise goes and talks to Isaac again. She apologizes for what she said about his daughter and him and all that shit. And she wanted him to come down there and to talk to Laurel, she needed somebody that she trusted, somebody who would be fair as a psychiatrist and reevaluate her. He was asking all these questions to her. How do you feel? I'm not suicidal. I'm not homicidal. Did I want to hurt my father? Yes, I do. You know, my father did this. I know my mama had mental illness, but I don't have it. I know what's going on. And I can never want to hurt him or do anything to somebody because I know I will never gain custody of my child. Okay? And so Isaac was able to get this girl out the fucking hospital. Mind you, let's just get to Frank ass. Frank went and got rid of the goddamn body, right? Frank got rid of that body, put it in a junkyard, had to compress. Boom. I said, all right, you know. Analyst told his ass, get rid of Dominic's phone. Did he? No. So throughout the whole episode, people are calling. His daddy calling, not daddy, but Laurel's daddy calling. Some other number was calling, and he just wouldn't get rid of the phone. Mind you, Annalise told him, get rid of all the evidence. Don't tell old girl nothing about, you know, the phone call, that voicemail that Wes left, or anything. And, you know, Laura was like, yeah, my daddy, we already know that Denver is in cahoots with Jorge, and therefore, you know, he had connections to Dominic. So they all working together. We all know this. So it's a dangerous little thing that's going on. And so the daddy keep looking for him. And at one point we see Denver get in the car with the daddy talking about so have you found Dominic? He was like, no, I don't know where he at. He was like, damn, Dominic became just as useless as you are coming to me. I said, damn. Wow. See, this is why I can't get him. You got to be careful who you get involved with, especially these people with power, because you become very indispensable and replaceable to them. Okay? Bitch, if you don't do this right, I can just kill your ass off and get somebody else to take your place. And then when they finish, I can still kill their ass off. That's exactly how he said that shit to Denver. I said, Denver, you might as well go ahead and get your burial plot and all that shit together. And at least going up in West's apartment / Laurel and having little flashbacks of West. West still out here getting them checks. Okay, this motherfucker ain't really even on the season, and this motherfucker supposedly been dead for a whole season, and he's still getting these checks. Okay, she going through her shit, and then she opens up a drawer and sees a little baby onesie. And I felt like she was having flashbacks of the baby the son that she would never have because her son died. So that's probably one reason why she's heavily invested in this, because Wes was like a son to her. And then that's a part of him that is also taken away from not just Laura, but from her too. And also her own son that was taken away. Bitch, it's all fucking connected, okay? It's all fucking connected in the circle of fucking life, okay? The Lion King. Mufasa was fucking right in this bitch, okay? You know, wise old wisdom of a black man. Anyway, anything the light touches is our kingdom. Okay? So, at this point, they was all down there at Laurel's. No, let me just get to this one part. Oliver kind of came at Annalise on some, this is your fault that we up in this bullshit, and she had to check that little motherfucker. No, bitch. You went on a fucking burning train with goddamn Laurel and got yourself up in this shit, okay? And here I am, gotta clean up behind your snot-nosed ass. And then kind of gonna say something, could you just, not go so hard on his ass? No, bitch. He needed to hear the fucking truth to snap the fuck up out of it. But anyway, Frank still got this phone. They found out he still got the phone because it started ringing, and he gonna say, I forgot it. Bitch, you didn't switch. He said, I forgot to get rid of it. How you forget to get rid of this? You could have came up with a better lie, because, baby, you didn't switch coach like 15 times. And you put the phone in each pocket 15 times, okay? Mind you, Michaela dumbassed and fucked up and told him that it was his fault that the baby came early. I said, girl, you can't take a secret for shit. Damn it. All right? Like Viola said, when will y'all ever learn? Y'all just don't learn. You just don't learn, Michaela. Shut the fuck up. So after that, Michaela comes home. Not Michaela, but Laurel comes home. I may have skipped some parts. Y'all can put that in the comments or whatever. Michaela comes home. They find out that Frank still got the phone. It's ringing, and it's a different number. She takes the phone from him, and they was like, don't answer that phone. That's your daddy. She said, no, that ain't my dad. This is not my father. She answers the phone, and she was like, hello, Mom. And I said, bitch, cliffhanger. Mama coming on next week because it's a custody hearing. All right, and they said that's supposed to be a jaw-dropping verdict coming out, and I can't wait to see it. And hopefully the reviews will be on time next week. All right, but y'all tell me how y'all feel about it. Y'all tell me y'all theories. Do y'all feel like Wes gonna pop the fuck up, or do you think that the nigga is stone cold dead? Okay, and I'll see y'all later on tonight for Married to Medicine. Peace.